Okay, so some of you had mentioned that you like the solar food dehydrator, but you wouldn't want one that big. So here's one. I bought the window at Habitat for Humanity. He sealed off with some sealant all the way around. We made it to where the air would flow through, but the bugs couldn't get in. And these are old trays. And like I've said before, what we've done is just put the parchment paper down in there, dry whatever we're drying, and then pull it out. You can make a smaller version. He put this one on wheels, and I went ahead and moved it over here, but the ground ain't level, so it's kind of leaning a little bit. But he wanted to make it to where I could move it around, but you can do a smaller version of this. Like, get you some reclaimed windows and make a smaller one. It could just be a small window, like a rectangle one, and you don't even have to have it up this high. He was just trying to help me not have to bend over where it would be, where I could reach it. And anyway, he's always thinking of me. This has a handle on it he put on there, and of course it probably needs a really good scrubbing and such, but just some ideas on a smaller version. I had this propped open so I could try and clean out some of the herbs that I spilled down in there, because when I opened the window part to get the herbs out, the wind just blew all my stuff in here, and I went, oh great. So I had to scrap that whole process, and a bug got in there. Of course he cooked, and let me see if I can get him out. Oop, that was quick. That's a little heavy for me. That's why I kind of wanted a smaller one. But I grabbed, like, I don't know how many of these windows at Habitat for Humanity, and I've made cold frames with these before. But we went ahead and took them apart, because I did the redneck kind where we did the hay bales, put the plastic down in there, put the soil in there, put this on. But all this stuff started growing out of the side of the hay bale, and so it was like, nah, this isn't working. So, and when I'm done cleaning my veggie buckets, I just stuck them under there. So my veggie scraps, they go to compost, which we have a lot of stuff to do, because we are in the process of restoring the farm, and just steps at a time. We even did the well house. The company that did our roof did the well house in the hurricane shake. So we're trying to make everything fireproof. After going through the wildfire, we really wanted to minimize our risk of losing things in a fire. So we've changed a lot of stuff on the farm, and it's all for the good, and we are really tickled with it. But here's some ideas. This is just, like I said, you can see the screening there, whatever you call that, chicken wire, and he just stapled it on the bottom. So if you did a smaller version, maybe across here to here, you could do like maybe 3 or 4 trays and dry stuff. Pick these ugly, nasty trays up at garage sales. Offer them a little bit of money for them. You know, sometimes they're a quarter, sometimes they just give them to you. You never know, because they know you can't really use them to cook in, but you can use them to put parchment paper down in there. Put your herbs, your peppers, your fruit, whatever you're drying in here, and then whenever you're done, it slides right off that parchment paper, and you can keep this in here. And so it really helps you, because you really can't just put your stuff in here. You have to have it in a tray, because if not, it'll just be everywhere, and the wind will blow it around. You don't really want that. If it's in this tray, then the air can flow through there, and it can stay really hot, but your stuff won't blow around. So anyway, I try to find all kinds of this stuff. I've moved a lot of it to the other dehydrator, and then I also have a whole bunch of them I'm washing up. I still take them in and wash them, especially at the end of the season, and the end of the season I put everything up. So all right, y'all, just some ideas you can do to make a smaller version of a solar food dehydrator, and then you don't have to use electricity. The sun dries everything so fast. Depending on where you live, it's gonna cook really fast, especially here in Oklahoma. So anyway, y'all, just take care, and here's some ideas for you to dehydrate your food.